Hello, ladies and gents of the web, hiding behind your web browsers. It's me, Paul, back again in my studio, Warsaw, Poland. It's a lovely, lovely Sunday evening here, but you know what? I came to the studio. Normally I don't work on Sundays, but yeah, I came here on a purpose because there's a news of the week. At least for me, and this news is that Sherry Audio published their new Dreamsynth. No, it's not a hardware clone, it's their own design, and I suppose it's kind of a virtual analog something machine. We're gonna see in a minute, because yeah, I do enjoy Sherry Audio synths a lot, and yes, I do want to take a look at it right away. Let's go! And here we go. Let's start with the website of a producer of this thing. It looks like this. I would say it's a typical Sherry Audio product. So the architecture is kind of obvious. Looks like a virtual analog. Everything's visible. But I have to tell you that the visual aspect of Sherry Audio's products, it's not their strongest point. I mean, I know what's there, I know how it looks like, but it's not the prettiest of the synths. In the virtual world, I would say. Anyway, looks like this. Dreams brought to life costs like a penny, $39. An era of innovation, a dream come true and stuff. There are some, okay, some people already using it. Venus Theory, I know that guy. Okay, guys, let's not waste any more time on this. Looks really, really appealing to me, and I feel like taking a look at it, and here it is. The installation process was a dream. It's always like that with Sherry Audio. No hassle at all, but I have to tell you that the CPU performance and the GUI behavior, let's see. Yeah, you see, exactly. It happens to Sherry Audio synths. And I will be tracking also CPU usage of this thing. Boom. Let's get back. Yes, and I rearranged my space a bit, as you can see. There's my keyboard here, my Metagrid iPads are gone, and this feels like almost analog. And remember, this is a touch screen, so feels like a real synth in front of me, which is cool, really. I recommend you using touch screens in front of you. It looks very, very classic. 3 oscillators with dedicated pitch LFOs, 3 LFOs in general, arpeggio, voicing, filter. I know it's 12 dB per octave, kind of Roland-ish filter probably. VCF envelope, VCA envelope, strings machine is here as well. Pen level of this string machine, and then there's the master section, and also kind of a cool effect section where I have distortion, phaser, modulation, delay, and reverb. Also a classic set. So okay, let's start with creating something. We're not gonna take a look at presets. We're gonna start with designing a sound from scratch, maybe. So this is the oscillator. Let's start with the oscillator. It's a morphing wave oscillator, and I have 7 analog shapes, and then alright, string, synthwave, voice, wind, keyboard. I have even pianos. Okay, let's get back to analog. But wow, guys, I mean, that looks serious. My first impression is that this is Nord lead on steroids, actually. Each of the parameters can be modulated here. There's a modulation slot here, so I can modulate the pulse with something, but the problem is, as I understand, that I can modulate the pulse or anything else just with only one modulation source. Correct me if I'm wrong. envelope modulation, and there's a modulation source for every parameter here as well, which is cool. And I have 3 oscillators here, which means that I can squeeze a lot of good fat stuff out of it, and I like it. And I can imagine that the sounds here can be really, really complex. Let me tell you that for me it sounds totally Roland-like, like my first very impression. If you want me to compare the tone of it, the general feel of the basics, it's Roland. But still, it sounds very good, though there's a lot more under the hood. Let's leave the oscillators and the filter where they are. String machine. Something I'm not really experienced at, but Just attack and release, a very simple string machine. But when I add can I make it sound more stereo, unison? What happens with this glide thing? It doesn't work. I have to choose glide per oscillator. Okay, so I can pan here. That means that I cannot pan the voices randomly. I can use modulation to pan them. I'm used to random panning of my voices because of my Rev 2 machine, which is kind of a really, really cool one, so hard to compete in for many reasons, but okay. I can modulate this pan and make it LFO 1 and make it also LFO 2. Chiptune-like sound. Okay. That's what I wanted to hear. The effects can affect the synth section and the string section, of course. And, well, yes, I want chorus, flanger, rotary. Chorus. That's it. That's what I wanted to hear exactly. And you know what? What I like about this thing is very straightforward. It's like a real analog machine where everything is on top. There are no sub-pages, sub-menus. There's no LCD kind of display. It's very, very much like my Prophet, I would say. I can edit it straight away. Everything's here. And I like it a lot. I like this approach to synthesis. Reverb. Galactic. That sound took me like 5-10 minutes, and I could already save it as a preset because I like it. And you know what? I can sense, I can feel, and I can see that it's a vast, vast machine that can sound like anything, because it is a virtual analog, but there's more into it. Why to limit ourselves to some analog wave shapes, when we can add like really anything that we feel like in terms of waves, which is a great, great move, and I really like it. Let's check out some presets. Whoa! There's a lot of them, lots of categories, and oh God. Let's take one from each category. arps, pacer, bass, I like this one very much, really. Chromatic percussion. Atlantic glare. I like that one too really much as well. I thought so. I've got FM. Exactly. Guys, if you ask me, there's a plethora of things to dig into for a long time and to create lots of great and very useful sounds. The sound of it, well, it's Sherry Audio, it always sounds good. It's really well designed. It's not a CPU hog, as I can see. I mean, I could see 1% or 2% lower here, but I believe I can have a few instances without too much trouble. And 3 oscillators, all of them are morphing waves. Each parameter can be modulated. Some of them can be modulated from 2 sources. I have 12 dB slope filter with the resonance. I have envelopes, I have a string machine, I have voice assigning, I have effect section, I have 3 LFOs with lots of shapes, I have FM synthesis. It sounds great, the presets are great, and it's a sound designer's dream probably, if you ask me. So you know what, I'm not really full of cash right now, as you know, but yes, I will think about buying it, because it sounds crazy good, if you ask me. And yes, I would fall in love with it. And I summed the things up already. Yeah, I have summed the things up. And some of my very last thoughts at the end of this video would be, I really do enjoy Sherry Audio stuff. But I think that this one is going to become their absolute bestseller, because it sounds amazing, it's very versatile, it's got tons of great presets, and it's their own design. The guys prove that they don't only know how to copy things, they know how to design synthesizers in a really good way. I would say this is Nord Lead plus kind of Roland Juno plus maybe even Rev 2 synth on steroids, or on some kind of steroids. And yeah, probably it is going to appear in my arsenal quite soon. And guys, now I'm gonna go edit this video and I'm gonna go home, because tomorrow I start my regular workday. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave me a comment down below, let's discuss, subscribe, get notified, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.